Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. I almost said Friday because my mind is ready for Friday. But I am coming to you live a lot earlier than normal today. And I'm going to be kind of mixing it up since I have some free time now. So I'm going to be going live probably random times until I kind of figure out a good schedule. I probably will still do my late night lives. But I'm not exactly sure just yet, so just bear with me till I figure it out. But definitely join me on the community tab so that you will know each and every time that I do go live because I will be posting it there. I'm trying to get better at posting and updating you guys on the community tab so you know when I am actually live or when I'm going to be going live. So my goal is to post a schedule there each week, but sometimes that schedule is subject to change. So I'm just trying to get into, I guess, like a habit, because once you form a habit, it just becomes a little bit easier. So before I get started with this live, how are you guys doing today? How is your Thursday going? Whether you're watching this live or you're watching this on the replay, how are you doing? Hopefully everything has gone well for you this week. And you don't really have any issues or any problems. But for those that do, I've got a word for you. So I made mention in my last live that I lost my job this week, specifically Monday. But one thing I do know is when you are removed from something, God will give you something even better. And although I have not found a new job, He has given me a blessing that I never expected. But for those who are going through something, I want to give you a word this morning. And whether you believe in God, whether you believe in Jesus Christ, whether you believe in what I believe, it doesn't matter. This word can help anybody. Yes, it is Bible. So we're going to speak it and stand on it. And we're going to pray and believe on it, which is what I try to do each and every day. Because that was one of my goals for 2026 is to always give God time. So I'm going to be reading from the NIV version, but this is a verse that I'm sure anybody is familiar with because you probably heard this in church or passing some of the Christian folks out there, or it doesn't matter, I guess, which religion you are. I think it really applies to anybody. But this is for those of you who have trouble trusting and trusting God to fulfill His promise. So Proverbs 3:5-6 says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your paths straight. So for those of you who are in my situation where you have no job and you're not sure what you're going to do, you're not sure where you're going to go, you don't know where to look up. Look up, bend your knees and bow your head and pray to God. So trust Him, pray to Him, and commit your ways to Him and living for Him. And He's going to make your way straight in times of confusion, in times of just not knowing what you're going to do or what you want to do. He'll give you a path. He'll give you everything that you need if you trust in Him and trust and stand on His word. And I can tell you for sure, it is hard to do. If it was easy, we would have everything in life, right? If it was easy, we would have every single thing that we ever wanted. But that's not the way that it works, unfortunately. It's not always easy to trust and believe. It's not always easy to understand why something has happened. But we have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to kind of like trust that God has us. And I just hope that this was a message that all could understand, and all of those who are going through something can lean on, because I know, again, it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And some days I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I was telling my husband, like, I don't know. I woke up not knowing what to do, and I literally was all over the place. um, the past couple days, like doing things that I haven't had a chance to do in over a year. Um, like cleaning my baseboards. That's one thing that I have to do, which I do that, especially like my bathrooms and my kitchen. I do that when I'm mopping. But like my bedrooms, I have to kind of, you have to get down there and get the dust off and stuff. So um, that's one of the things that I'm working on, at least temporarily. Um, it's just like I've been like organizing and trying to get rid of a lot of things. One of which is this work equipment. Like I need them to be on 10 with coming to get this stuff because I am so ready for it to go. I don't know. But anyway, enough about that. Y'all, hopefully that word bless y'all cuz every time I read it, it blesses me. And I hope that I encourage some of you or even a handful of you that you are not alone. My biggest thing is I don't want people to think that they're alone. Because sometimes when you're going through something, you feel like you can't lean on anybody. And there's always somebody out there that is going through either a situation that you're going through or something similar. Like, none of us are 100% alone, even though we feel like we are from time to time. That's not the truth. Because the devil will want you. He wants you to think you're by yourself. That's why he wants you to make decisions hastily and out of spite sometimes. And sometimes you want to seek vengeance against people who have done you wrong, but don't do it. Be bigger. Be bigger than the situation. Be bigger than the people who wronged you. And I'm going to tell you that sometimes it's easier said than done. Believe you me, I know. But hopefully that touched y'all. Because it definitely blessed me. I'm telling you. But let's go ahead and jump into these comfortably Canalside townhomes. Um, I did some landscaping, and I did say that in my live that I was going to be doing some landscaping. So I did the landscaping on the front, and I'm going to be adding some more flowers and stuff here. I just put up, oh my gosh, what is this? It's like a hedge. They're by Felix Andre, for anyone who's wondering. This is in his estate collection. So I put up the hedge around. I did some short hedges to the back to give a little privacy, and then I did a privacy fence, and I pulled it from the house so that it will pull the foundation as well. So if you like what you're seeing thus far, definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it helps my channel grow, and it helps beautiful people like yourselves find my channel. And if you love Sims content, simulation content, then this is definitely the channel for you to watch and subscribe to because there is more coming. Since, like I said, y'all, and I know it kind of sounds like a joke when I say it, but I'm like, I have time. you know, I always say like I don't have time for this and I don't have time for that. Well, God said, well, you got time now, so I'm gonna take advantage of the time that He has given me to work on some stuff that I need to work on that I haven't done yet. I don't like that I can't see that flower. Let's pull it out some. I don't really have a huge plan right now. I do know that I want to just finish this landscaping and get oh, I'm gonna pull that over some. I almost feel like I should have like some grass or something. I don't know. Throw a little bit of these tulips in here. And for those who are joining me live, please go ahead and click that subscribe button because it definitely helps my channel grow and it helps people find me, especially those who are interested in Sims content. And even if you're not 100% interested in Sim content, you can still click the subscribe button and support a sister, you know what I'm saying? I should tell you guys a story. Um, so like through this whole process of me um, being let go from my job, I had a coworker that knew what was going on. Um, I actually told like I was trying to help people because a lot of people were being like done wrong by my manager and her manager or former manager. Let me say it like that. So I had people who knew like, but one in specific knew what was happening and knew what was going on, right? And she struggled with what to do. She was like she did not know how to help me, and then she started thinking, well, I should do this and I should do that. And I'm one of these people, like, if you say you're gonna help me, but if you're having like conniptions trying to figure out how to help me, and you know how to help me, that's the funny thing, she knew. And because she was the reason why I went as far as I did when it came down to the things that they were doing, because she was one telling me how to do certain things. So like she knew, right? But if you're a person who has like struggles with how to help somebody, but yet you're telling them what they should do, then you know what to do. You don't need to second guess it. Just help, right? That's just common sense and also common courtesy as well. I'm gonna throw these little um what are these little things called? The little Hawaiian grass, because I feel like this area just needs something. See, like if you look right here to here, it just looks more fuller. So anyway, I know that's not exactly a word, but it's a word right now. Okay, so she was having some trouble trying to figure out how to go about helping me. And I was like, it doesn't make any sense because you were the person who told me what steps that I needed to take to try to see if I can rectify the treatment that I was getting. But then when it came down to, you know, me needing your help, you just didn't do anything. So when everything was going down, I sent out an email. I got the email off before I was removed from the system. And luckily, like, I kind of already had it typed up. And that's one thing. If you want to, and I'm not saying everyone should do this, but if you want to, like, have your own narrative to the story, have your own email. Like, have an email ready to go so that you can send it to the people that you want to send it to, the people who you may know that care, actually truly care about you and like might be interested in, what you're going through. But anyway, so I get on the phone with the former coworker and I'm being told, oh well, I was doing this, that, and the third or whatever, and I saw your email and I was just in shock. Um, okay. You were in shock about what? What were you in shock about? Because it's not like you didn't know it was coming, right? I prepped everyone I could, including a person who was actually new to the team that I didn't even know well, but I would help a good bit. Like some of my work was delayed because I was helping, right? So I'm just like, you're in shock. Uh-huh. Now, mind you, two people that I'm not even on the team with anymore got the same email and they like I text one and then and she was honest. She's like, I just did not know what to say. I did not know if I should even reach out. But she was honest about it, right? But the other one, she immediately texted me when she got the email and she was not happy. She was very teed off. So I'm sitting here on the phone with this coworker, the former coworker, and I'm just like, you didn't know what to say. You was on the phone with a relative or whatever, and you're shocked. But it's not like you didn't know it was coming. So That's why I said in like my last live, be careful who you tell stuff to. Be careful who you know, trust when it comes down to a situation where you potentially could lose your job, because all the people who claim that they're there for you are not always there for you. And that's where forgiveness in Christ comes in, because I promise you, you will need to forgive. You will need to, I don't want to say manage your emotion when it comes down to that, but more so work on how to forgive a person who really did not stand up for you. And the funny thing about it is, I was standing up for her. So that's why I always say, be careful who you tell your information to. Be careful who you trust, because what can happen is the people that you're trying to help may not help you in the end. And the funny thing about it is, for those people I stood up for didn't have anything to say. Now, granted, one of them has an excuse because they didn't know that I was doing that on their behalf. So I wasn't expecting that person to stand up. But the one that knew everything, I was expecting that person to stand up. And that's not what happened, unfortunately. But it's all good. God has a greater path for me, and I'm cool with it. So that's my little story time of the day. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the music and let y'all enjoy the rest of this live video without me doing too much talking. If you have any questions, you can drop them in the chat below, or you can post them once the video is rendered, and I'll try my best to answer them as quickly as possible. Enjoy the live, y'all, and while you're here, definitely subscribe. the one of the hardest parts for me with decorating is the plants. Like, I have so many plants, it's so hard to choose where to put them and which ones I want to use. But this room is the height of the walls. It just feels like it needs like a tall plant. One second here. I'm trying to decide what color I want to go with the towels. I may switch out the appliances because I like these two because of the gold accents with the white, but I wanted white appliances. But I don't know if I'm gonna find what I'm looking for. Let me see. I kind of like that because the countertops are like that light gray. So I just feel like the white will look so much better. And then who knows? I might change my mind. Let's see. Because that looks good too with the countertops. But it's something about like that dark gray that looks really good. I don't know what it is. Let me look at this. No. It looks good too. Let's see. That's not bad either. Maybe. I do like that gray, but yeah, let's just go this route. If I could talk. Just make sure there's not anything else in here that I may like. Nope. We'll go that route. Okay. Now I need to figure out what I want to do with the rest of the walls. I really want a paneling on the rest of the walls in the kitchen specifically. I don't know if I want to go with something like this because it's really not a super formal house. Could just do that. Or, since I like that dark gray, put some of the dark gray in. And whenever I build, I just like put white walls in just to start, but I do change the walls out and the flooring out. Trying to decide, do I want to do this wall here or just the tile? Let's see. It kind of goes with where the sink lines up at, so we'll leave it at that. Let's change the floor. I love this floor, but it needs to be a different color. And I do not use a lot of Max's Match, but this might be what I do use because it pulls in the grays. Then again, hold on. Let me go back to the wall real quick. Oh, shoot, I just saw it. guess I have this brown in here. Let me see. Yeah, let's go with that. That looks better. Then I could keep the flooring. Oh, shoot. I just realized it changes the whole wall. Okay. And I told y'all this was going to be a silent live, but sometimes I like to pop in and just explain what's going on because it's not always, what's the word I'm trying to say? It's like it's not always recognizable as to what I'm doing. I do not feel like changing these countertops. So, you know what? I'm going to leave it at that. I will leave the floor. Now, let me go back here and figure out these appliances. The microwave and the coffee pot is fine. It's just the fridge and the stove that is not what I'm looking for. And I might even change the sink out because I'm not feeling that either. But when in doubt, change it out. Let me see. Now, this one isn't bad. It would be better. Let me not speak too soon. I'm looking for a white, but this is probably as close as I'm going to get. Let me see. Now, let me put the walls back up. That's better. It's not perfect, but it will do. Now, let's go to the stove. No, that's not exactly what I'm looking for either. Technically, the first stove was better. Okay, so this would be okay, but it's too wide. All right, so let me go back up. Oh gosh, what is this missing? Okay. If only this stove came in white. I don't know why they didn't do a white swatch. That's not bad. It's like I can't get close to the white that I'm looking for. I can't get close to the white with any of the appliances that I'm looking for. I do not want the pops of gold. And this is not exactly it either, but I'm about to give up. It's just, I'm like over it. Now, this kind of goes with the fridge a little bit, so we might just go with this one because I feel like that's as close as we're going to get. And it kind of brings in that brown tone for the floor. Could do that. Or that. Let me see. Might just leave this one as is. Okay, let me change out the sink. Because it's not exactly, the cabinets don't exactly have the gold that I'm looking for, but I'm going to stick with them for right now. Slide you over just in case I change my mind. Oh, no, that's not going to work. gonna work either. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the semi-quiet live. I know it's not exactly quiet anymore, but who knows? Even after this, I may change my mind and change out all the countertops, or the cabinets in general. I feel like I need more sinks like these, so you could just sit up there or pop in. Like these have their own bases, but I wish they were more universal to where you could put them on top of the counters or any countertop. I have no idea what I'm looking for, but I know it when I'll see it. Hopefully. No, that's the one I already have. See? Now that does kind of go. Okay, we'll go with that one. I don't know. I'm gonna find. Is this the right one? Let me see. It's not bad. I thought there was another one though. Now, why does it look more white on the swatch than it does when it's actually in the countertops? I mean, the counters or cabinets. I am not winning right now. Let me see something. That's not bad, but and again, this one, it's not bad, but I'm about to give up and just say, you know what? It is what it is. Let's see. What about this one? You know what? Let's do it. Let's go with this one. All right. Yay. Okay. So I'm going to clutter this up a little bit later, but it's not bad. I don't know. Do I want to put some shelving up? Probably nice if I did a little bit of an alarm or something. Go. I wonder if that'd be. Actually, no, that doesn't look as too much. It looks pretty good. That way, the house looks pretty consistent all the way through. That is nice. All right. Go ahead and pop that same color in the hallway. Since I'm here. I almost feel like I need a painting on. I need something on these walls. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Yeah, this is the second unit. I haven't decorated the second unit yet. I'm actually thinking about taking this whole wall down and making this just one whole room. I want them to be pretty similar, but the upstairs are already different. So I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to figure it out though. Let's see. Do I want to do a shelf or don't I? Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Let's move upstairs real quick. And then I'm gonna end the live because I have some other stuff to do today, y'all. See, did I do the same? Oh, I did. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna just name this one Unit 1. Let's throw a bed in. Maybe not that one. Don't want to go Max's match or... Oh, I like this. Only thing is it's only one swatch for this one, but I like it. All right, throw the grid on real quick. And now, even though this is townhomes, they're small, so it's 1 bedroom, 1 bath for each of them. So very much starters. Usually when I do a build and I'm trying to do a small build, it ends up being huge. So don't do green or brown. I kind of like that brown. Yeah, we'll go this route. I'm gonna slide this one over because I don't want it too close to the bed. I think I'm gonna use this one in that gym photo. Yeah, let's just toss these in. I don't know where I want to put. I'll put it over here. Now we need a little dresser. So you want to do this. It's not exactly what I'm looking for. That's the thing to the closet. I almost feel like that is probably the only option. It does bring a lot of the brown in the floors and the bed. Oh, then again, that might be an option too. I must be like the only person that has like a ton of CC, and then when you start decorating stuff, you're like, oh, now this might work. I didn't even remember I had that. I was literally clearing out CC last night because of the patch update. this route. See? Because the bed is black. I don't want it to be like too matchy-matchy. I want it to complement, like the pieces of the room to complement each other. See? Sit on top. Now I want a wall mirror. I think that's the direction I want to go. That's cute though. Let's see. So of course I can't move that one up. There we go. Oh man, this is going to give me issues. Okay. I was trying to put some products up here, but there was a plant that I saw. Let's see. Shrink that down a little bit. There was another plant too, but I think I still have some more. Yeah, I do. I was looking for some more clutter down here. Okay, let me hit save real quick because I do not want all of this work to just disappear. Because y'all know sometimes this game can crash just randomly, and I don't feel like redoing all of this. So let me throw a rug in real quick. And the last thing I have to do on this unit is going to be the bathroom, and then of course I'm going to add more clutter to it, most likely off live. Just the one with the Oh yeah, I forgot. These are the really big rugs. See something? No. This would work, but I don't like the way that's looking. Mm, mm, mm. No, it's not in the bathroom. No, I think I'm gonna forego the 70s looking carpet. What green one are you talking about? The one. Don't run in the tall grass. Go back to work. Okay, so the last thing I'm gonna do is try to find a hamper to throw in here, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna change the wall color now or later. Welcome to my live stream. While you are here, if I could talk, stream, live stream. While you're here, go ahead and click that subscribe button for me because it does help my channel grow. And I appreciate everyone who popped into the live and who is still here. So I'm just waiting for it to load all of the CC that I'm looking for. I think some of these home builders need to watch your live because you can show them how to build a decent house. Lately they have been trash. I'm so done. Oh man. So true. If Keith Lee's house can be jacked up, anybody's house can be jacked up. Jacked up, I mean. All right. Um, let's go miscellaneous appliance because I think that's where they are. All right, now I just need to figure out what I want to do for the wall color. See how I feel about this. I know that looks almost like a purple brown and not an actual brown. I really want to do brown. I don't want to do anything else. I might just leave it. let it grow on me a little bit. Did I leave some space back here? Nope, I didn't. Oh, shoot. I didn't even realize I had two ottomans right there. I'm gonna pull the bed up just a little bit. Yeah, I don't want it to clip with the curtains or blinds or whatever I decide to put in here. All right. Go ahead and save it. No, I'm not gonna go with that type of brown. Matter of fact, I don't even know how I can say that word um on live. Okay, so I think we got pretty far. And I only meant to be here for an hour, but so the bedroom looks pretty good, and I just need to decorate the hallway for unit one. And we've got the living room area done, the kitchen and dining area done, and a little bit of something in the backyard, not too much. So that is unit one so far. I hope you enjoyed this live, and while you are here, please go ahead and thumbs up. Please go ahead and subscribe because it does help my channel grow. And I hope at the beginning of this live, I gave you a word that you can use every single day of your life. And hopefully, my story is touching someone's heart. Again, you are not alone no matter what you're going through. God does not make mistakes. The devil does, but God does not. So hold true to his word. Pray, fast if you can, and believe. As always, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here with me. And if you're watching the replay, hashtag replay or hashtag KCrew. Really appreciate you being here. As always, be safe in the streets, be blessed, and I'm going to catch you in my next live or pre recorded video. Bye.